Has been doing interviews the last few weeks, and he's been saying some of the cold truth about the UFC and Dana White and really just about him. So he sat down with TNT Sports and he talked about like how nothing has been coming his way about this Chandler fight. And you know, it's kind of hard to see. He's been saying like I've been ready, and he's got nothing. Just kind of, it's just, there's two sides to every story, of course. So we'll start with Dana. Dana's always said, oh, you know, Conor, you know, he's got a lot of money, and you know, if you were him, would you fight? And he'd be like, yeah, and then kind of dismiss it. He never actually gave an answer if Conor was ready to fight. He'd just be like, oh, he's got money. He was like, nah, Conor doesn't want to fight, or yeah, Conor wants to fight. He was just like, oh yeah, he's got money, you know, kind of sweeping under the rug. The Dana at the press conferences lately has been some fucking weak sauce. Dana's been some weak sauce at those press conferences lately, to be quite honest with you. Anyone who knows where that weak sauce reference is from, you're a real fan. If you know where that reference is from, let me know down below. But anyway, he's been just like kind of like dissing reporters and like dodging questions and stuff like that. And I'm just like, what are you doing? But he's been dodging this one a lot lately. So a lot of people have been asking him like, yo, like what's the story with McGregor? Like we last year they did the Ultimate Fighter. Team Chandler, Team McGregor. Chandler like basically won every fight. But we were told that would be announced at the end of the Ultimate Fighter and nothing ever happened. But this is the second fucking time McGregor has coached Ultimate Fighter and not fought. He's the only coach in history not to have done it. But now that he's come out and said this, like, oh, like I've heard nothing from the UFC, I've been all go. And McGregor looks a bit leaner. Like he looks like he's lost some weight. But I still don't think this dude is in the fight. He needs a fight booked now. Honestly, I cannot emphasize that enough. He is fucking struggling, bro. He is fucking struggling. He needs a fight more than anyone on the roster. You know what I mean? I feel like he needs fighting. Fighting doesn't need McGregor. The UFC has made that very fucking clear that he made that company what it is, but they couldn't give a fuck about him. They couldn't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about any of their fighters, bro. It's a fact. But anyway, McGregor's saying he wants to fight, and lately he's been saying, "Oh yeah, it's all go for the summer." But bro, we need a break here because I've heard this before. Until I see this fight officially announced by Dana White, by the UFC, with a date, a venue, everything, bro, a card number 305, whatever the fuck it's called, I will not believe a word out of anyone's fucking mouth. Not McGregor, not that fucking Muppet Chandler, no one. And Michael Chandler is probably the biggest Muppet out of everyone in this. Bro, he sat out. Michael Chandler's built a name within the UFC. He's built a name within the UFC where he is always, and the division he's in, he's always going to be so close. Doesn't matter how many times he loses, to fighting for the belt. That's the name Chandler has now. He fought for the belt after one win. One fight in the fucking UFC. One fucking win against Dan Hooker. You know, who's coming off a loss. Just the way the UFC and the division was at the time. But Chandler can't wait. How long are you going to wait for McGregor? Now, he could be getting compensated. I fucking hope he's getting compensated. Because he's draining his peak. And for a guy who came in the organization at a late age, he doesn't have fucking long left, bro. He does not have long left in this fucking sport. And if you're going to sit there fucking waiting for someone who mightn't come back, I don't know. Like, because McGregor has come out and said, like, I've heard nothing from the UFC. Absolutely nothing. Has Chandler? Has Chandler heard anything from the UFC the past year? I highly doubt it. You know, I highly fucking doubt it. How is McGregor hearing not hearing anything, but Chandler is? Do you know what I mean? And then I made a video on this. Is Conor McGregor ever coming back? And I said he's not. And I still don't think he is. Like, it's a bit more likely now, because he's saying this all go ahead, but I've heard it before. You know, he made a video at the start of the year saying, oh, it'll be 185 pounds and it'll be Chandler, and you know what I mean? And Chandler, I remember he posted like a fucking Instagram reel saying, oh, I'll see you then. And it was the number of the UFC event, International Fight Week. I was like, man, you're calling out McGregor at WWE events. you really need to fucking calm down here. Like, you have your own career. You know what I mean? You're literally being his bitch at the moment. You're doing whatever he wants and whatever he says, you follow up with. You know what I mean? Like, you know what McGregor said, you do what you're told. That was a fact. That was an absolute fact. Listen, I have no problem with Chandler. I actually quite like Chandler, but it fucking pissed me off him waiting so long. Now, would I have waited? I don't know. But he has to remember, what age is Chandler? He's not far off 40, man. He's not far off 40. And not everyone's Glover Teixeira. And listen, Chandler is never, ever going to win a belt. Not a fucking chance. This might be Chandler's last fight in the UFC. He might fuck off after this if he wins. Or sorry, if he loses. He might say, I've made my bag in this sport. I'm getting the fuck out of here. And I would be like, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But how long is Chandler going to wait? And let's say this fight doesn't happen in the summer. He has to fight, man. He has to fight. Fight someone. Fight someone, yeah, where even you can win. Fight maybe the winner of Moicano versus Turner. And then he beat Moicano. Unfortunately, I fucking love Moicano. One of my favorite fighters of all time. Go. But anyway, he probably beat Moicano. And he'd probably beat Turner. Turner's a little bit harder of a fight, but he'd probably beat Turner. But he needs to just, like, how long are you going to wait, Chandler? He needs to look at his career and be like, right, I don't have long left here. Am I waiting for the money, or am I going to go for the belt? Because the way the division is, one big win after all these fights have played out puts Chandler right in there. And I don't think he realises that. Now, having said that, Michael Chandler could easily get a title shot off beating McGregor, even this is at 170. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if Chandler's fighting Makhachev at some stage this year or early next year after this win against McGregor. Do not be surprised, bro. Because UFC have done worse. They've done fucking worse. You know what I mean? Because if Chandler knocks him out in the first, this could literally, the winner could fight for a belt in this fight. It doesn't make sense, but neither does the UFC anymore. So, we're here. But back to McGregor. He's saying in these interviews, it's all go, but we've heard it before, bro. We've heard it before. He's saying he doesn't really care who the opponent is, but let's be honest here, it makes sense that it's Chandler. We want Chandler because they did the Ultimate Fighter. You can't not give it to Chandler. It would just be fucking bad out. But how that fight goes, it's hard to tell. I don't think McGregor would win. I used to think he would smoke him, but bro, he's doing Roadhouse. He's not being active. He has not fought in nearly 3 years. Bro, 3 fucking years this dude has been out of the cage. And China's been fighting the best in the world since then. Is he winning? No, he's not. But he's still fighting them. He's keeping active. But Conor McGregor needs to fight. Because I don't think this dude is fucking mentally well without fighting in his life. The past 3 years, he's been off doing movies. He's been off drinking every night. And he got real fat as well. He got put on mad weight. Conor McGregor needs to fight. Because he even said, like, he loses himself. Or I think that's the quote he said. I'm not 100% sure. But it was in and around. He kind of loses his way. He drifts off. I think that's what he said. He drifts off without fighting. He needs to be in a camp. He needs to be active. He needs to have a date. Right, next 12 weeks, I'm dialed the fuck in. He has a goal every single day. He knows what he's working towards. The past 3 years, he's had no goal. He's had nothing. Like, the leg break was probably something because he wanted to get back. Or maybe he completely killed his motivation. You never know. Could have been like, right, I want to get back with this leg break. Or could have been like, fuck, I broke my leg. Like, I've made my bit. This is it. Like, it could have went either of those ways. We don't know which way it went from. But he needs to fight more than anyone in this UFC. Because, bro, he didn't look great physically. Or even what he was saying in the interview. And I feel like the fucking UFC need to really realize that this dude's a fucking person at the end of the day. He needs to fucking fight. You know what I mean? Whatever you think of McGregor, he needs to fight for his own sake at this stage. And I want this fight booked. I want McGregor booked. I want him to be active. And I want it. The sport is better with McGregor in it. Like, we can all agree on that. There isn't a UFC fan in the world who looks at the landscape of every division now, the champions, the big names, and thinks this sport is so much better without Conor McGregor. Because it's fucking not, bro. It's fucking not. It brings a certain level of eyes, energy, and hype to a fight that no one else will ever or can. And that's what I think about this whole situation. Will Conor McGregor return? I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's looking like a yes, but I still think a no. I really don't know. The UFC have no fucking idea, because Dana White needs to answer some questions, bro. Like, what are you just saying? Oh, he why does he keep saying, oh, he's got money? Like, answer the fucking question. Is he coming back or not? Because you clearly haven't done fucking shit about it. You know what I mean? And if these are all like, oh, I don't believe that. Look at the fucking shit heap 300 was. Dana White literally said we can make a documentary about this. It's UFC 300. And you can't plan out months in advance. No, you can't do that. Because this company is a fucking shit show sometimes. And this is a prime example. Jamal Hill accepted a fight, and the next day it was announced. Bro, the next fucking day, they announced the 300 headline from even asking him. Listen, I'm enough. I've done a rant. I want McGregor back in there. It'll be Chandler, and I hope that fight gets made soon. Like, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.